The limit of capital investment in MSME sector is currently 10 crores. In order to take the benefit of Section 32AC of the Act, which allows an additional depreciation of 15% for new plant and machinery, you have to make an investment of minimum 25 crores. Now you can understand how can an MSME industry, which has an upper limit of 10 crores, make an investment of 25 crores. It is recommended that this anomaly in the Act should be rationalized such that the MSME sector is also able to benefit from the provisions of Section 32AC and take the benefit of additional depreciation. I would also like to tell you that India has a very large capital goods and industrial goods sector. However, the sector per se is employing technology. Now, technology is very critical for these sectors, capital goods and industrial goods. The technology which is presently being used by these sectors is relatively obsolete. We have seen China, we have seen Japan significantly exceeding and having a very strong growth, surrounded by growth in this sector. And why is that growth possible? It is because of technology. It is recommended that the government brings in a special plan, maybe a technology upgradation exemption, which allows for a weighted average deduction of 200% for any technology procured from outside India. I believe that such a kind of an incentive shall give a significant flip to the manufacturing sector. There is a provision under the Income Tax Act which allows you a benefit of 25% concessional rate of corporate tax. However, this concessional rate of corporate tax is available only if you are a domestic company. Now you would understand how difficult in today's world is to run a corporate structure for any new entrepreneur. I've met many new entrepreneurs and all of them are full with zeal, energy, and they obviously want to start up their own business. However, they cannot take the benefit of 25% concessional rate of tax unless they form a company. I think this provision needs to be looked into by the budget 2017, and the benefit of the concessional rate of 25% should be available to any kind of a business formation, whether it's an LLP, whether it's a partnership, or whether for that matter it's a sole proprietorship, such that the zeal of entrepreneurship is given the necessary fillip. I believe that the benefit of the patent box regime should be extended to companies which have developed technology on their own and are using this to manufacture goods and articles for the purposes of the business. So this benefit should be extended to them. Now, coming to a situation we have in here is there is a service company which is into losses and it wishes to merge itself into a bigger service company which is into profits. You know, the obvious question that you will ask, whether the losses of this service company which is merging would be made available to the merged entity. Well, the answer today is a big no. We do not have provisions for carry forward of losses in case of merger of two service companies. Recommended that the provisions of mergers and amalgamations should be rationalized completely and revamped such that it facilitates merger of all sorts of industrial undertakings including service companies such that the benefit of loss carry forward is availed seamlessly.